Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. When it comes to the glamorous and messed up world of Hollywood, there's no shortage of drama and scandals flying around all the time. This time the tension has escalated between Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson, and let's find out what really happened and why Joe Rogan calls out Jordan Peterson over Elliot Page. Number 5. Jordan Peterson and Elliot Page. When it comes to Jordan Peterson, a person can easily fall short of words to describe how intellectual and insightful Jordan Peterson can be at times. From being a brilliant clinical psychologist, author, and YouTuber, Jordan Peterson has shed light on some pretty intellectual topics. However, keeping in mind the recent turn of events, it seems like Jordan Peterson signed himself up for his own downfall after he made a tweet about the actor Elliot Page. We will get to what the actual tweet was about in a while, but first, let's take a look at the impact of Jordan Peterson's tweet. Not only did Jordan Peterson's tweet spark a lot of controversy and negative comments towards him, he received a ton of backlash from his followers and celebrities alike. However, this is not the first time any celebrity has said something that did not sit well with people who support the freedom of letting people choose their own gender. Be it Joe Rogan or other celebrities, a lot of people have given their 2 cents about the situation, and it seems like no one is willing to take Jordan's side. Is it because they are aware that they'll also receive the same backlash, or do they actually disagree with what Jordan Peterson tweeted? What do you think? Number 4. Elliot Page's journey. Before we get into the details of the tweet that Jordan Peterson actually made and Joe Rogan's remarks were in response to that tweet, we think it's a better idea to give you an idea of who Elliot Page is and what his journey looks like, so you can get a better understanding of the background of Jordan's tweet. Previously known as Elliot Page, the actor underwent gender transition to finally be in the body that he's comfortable in. In an interview with Oprah Winfrey, Elliot Page finally talked about his transition journey and came out as a transgender man. During the interview, when Oprah asked him what was the best part about his journey, Elliot Page broke down a little and said that it was the joy of finally being comfortable in his own body that he loved the most about his transition. Moreover, Elliot also said that he thought Oprah Winfrey's platform would be ideal for him to spread his message to people and help them get the resources they need to make their transitioning process easier. Number 3. What did Jordan Peterson say about Elliot Page? While Jordan Peterson is usually someone people turn to when they want to hear an insightful opinion on something, it seems like leftists don't fall on the same page as him. As we've already mentioned, Jordan Peterson slammed Elliot Page's transition journey on Twitter, but what was his logic behind it? According to Jordan Peterson, the person who performed the surgery on Elliot Page is a criminal physician, and despite Elliot Page changing his name, Jordan Peterson refused to acknowledge his new identity and still referred to him as Ellen Page. He then went on to talk about how Elliot Page shouldn't have gone on his social media to show off his post-surgery abs and the influence he could have on other people. He also talked about how he opposed the C-16 bill in Canada that allows people to choose their own pronouns. According to Jordan Peterson and his experience, for every one person who is saved from their gender dysmorphia, there are 1,000 others who are doomed in the process. He said that introducing social confusion of this sort has always produced a psychogenic epidemic as a consequence, and it is just not a wise step. Number 2. Joe Rogan calls out Jordan Peterson. Like many other people, Joe Rogan also holds Jordan Peterson in very high regard, but his recent comments on Elliot Page has led to Jordan Peterson getting called out by Joe Rogan. After making his insensitive remarks about Elliot Page's transition, not only did Jordan Peterson receive a lot of backlash, he also ended up getting banned from Twitter, and according to Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson did this to himself. Joe Rogan shed light on how Jordan Peterson chose to call Elliot Page by his pre-transitioning name Ellen Page. He said that this was probably the biggest mistake that Jordan Peterson made in this entire scenario, since he refused to acknowledge Elliot Page's status as a transgender man. Joe Rogan further added that his friends said that people usually go to Jordan Peterson for his opinions and views on more serious topics, and not something related to gender dysmorphia. Well, we're glad Joe Rogan decided to stand up for Elliot Page, and so did many other people when they saw how Jordan Peterson had reacted to Elliot's transitioning journey. Number 1. Other things Jordan Peterson did. Not only did he call out Jordan Peterson on his remarks about Ellen Page, he also called him out for other remarks that he has made in the past that had the potential to spark a lot of controversy. Previously, Jordan Peterson made a tweet where he called an oversized person not pretty, according to Joe Rogan. Jordan Peterson is always looking for ways to push the boundaries of wokeness and push his controversial agenda forward. Well, here's everything you need to know about what went down between Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson, and why Joe Rogan called him out over Elliot Page. What do you think about this situation? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe.